So they say you can't rescreen an Andersen window with these splines. Well, we're going to show you how to do it. You got to take them off very carefully. And then clean the tracks. Take a flathead, loosen them up, slowly take them out. Very carefully without trying to bend them. They'll come out like something like that, which, yeah, it doesn't look like it'll go back in, but it will. Andersen does this, I don't know why. Screw people over, maybe so that they cannot fix their windows, but we're going to show you how. Once you get them all loose, take out the screen, comes out easy. These are metal screens, fold them so you don't get cut. I crease them so that they don't come back up. Makes it easier to dispose. Voila. Okay, then we get our screen. We get our screen, we lay it out. Roll it down. Oops. Give yourself about 4 inches to work with. Now we're using 4-foot wide screen. It's a little bit more than what we need for these screens, but we can't do it the other way because the screens are a little bit too big. Okay. So then what we do, we don't worry about in the middle. In the middle there's this spreader bar. Don't worry about that right yet. We just leave it right under there. And we set the screen straight. Like I said, give yourself about 4 inches. And then you're going to take the spline. These end splines, they go all the way to the end. Slowly bang them down while pushing down. Rubber mallet. Boom. There's one. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch this out. This wasn't stretched. We got to take it off. Gotta straighten it out. Straight. You're not straight. See how much slack you got? Yeah. There we go. Now, let's do that again. Now you'll get a little bit of a curve, but that's fine. We'll show you how to fix that later. I take the back of the mallet, push down every 4 or 5 inches, make sure everything is locked in there. Now we'll go with the long one. We'll go with the long spline. Come off of one of the corners where we've already set the screen. You're going to line it right up. Give it a bang. Get it in, and then we're going to push down again like we did last time. Every 4 or 5 inches. Just on a corner of the mallet on the... You can hear it clip in. Okay. These are aluminum, so the aluminum bends. You don't want to put any pressure on until all the splines are in. Once you have all the splines in, now this is where you take the screen and you apply some tension. Now you're going to get extra tension by banging it in, but you want to make sure that it's got the tension that it needs, and then keep going. Alright, now we got one more. And we'll show you how to get everything situated. Now this is an important part, because what we're going to do is we still have that spreader, the middle spreader. We're going to go about 1/3 of the way without the spreader. We're not going to put a major amount of tension on it, but we are going to taut the screen so that we don't have any ripples in it. We're going to bring it that way and we're going to put some tension on it. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to set the first piece. Alright, now we're nice and tight. But I can still feel the ripples down here. As we go down, we're going to slowly be pulling it. But like I said, we're going to go 1/3 of the way. You might have the end pop up a little. That's not the end of the world. You just push it back in. Okay? Keep going down. We're going to line it in. There we go. Okay, now we're about 1/3 of the way in. We're going to push this down, make sure that's seated. Go back. You can hear it going in. Okay? Everything's nice here. Now, this is where we put the spline in. We're going to lift up our screen that we already have set partially. We have the spline. Anderson's got these center supports with the spline on the end. You're going to put the spline into both sides of the screen. This allows you to not have to pull too tight, but now it'll stay in. It's not going to fall out. Okay? And then now we just bring some pressure onto it. Put the last one all the way up. And you just guide this. You're not bending it. You're guiding it. It'll bend as it goes in. Okay, every so often you might want to reseat that in. It's really a two-person job. Nice, check, nice and nice. You see that curve? That curve will come out. Don't worry about it. We're almost getting to the end here. And we are long because the spline at the end is short. This is important. We just need to make sure that we're taking it off just solely because we're a little, we didn't go all the way to the other spline. Now we're tight on it. All right, now we can bring it back. We can put it in. Now, I don't work for Anderson, but I'm sure they don't recommend this because they want you to go out and buy new screens. And we can do this at a fraction of the cost. We're not pounding it, but we're giving it a nice little hit. You don't want to bang it too hard. Remember, it is aluminum. We'll go back, check, and make sure the spline's fully in. Okay, now the spline's in. Yes, it has a little bit of a curve. Take your knife, cut off the remaining screen very carefully along the outside edge. Okay, when you get to the corners, leave them intact, cut the other side. Now you're going to lift up lift up your corner, take your knife flat, and you're going to just cut that little piece off that's still connected. Boom. Done. Now we're going to come down this side. And Jay already got half of it done. That's my man Jay. And voila. The spline's in. Everything's set. You can go around, you can check. It feels like it's a little bit out. Then you take the back of your mount, like I said, push down. Push down. It'll lock it right back in. We'll get rid of this extra screen. We'll make sure everything's nicey nice. Okay, now to get rid of this curve, you're going to take the screen, you're going to flip it over. Okay, you're going to put one hand in the middle. You're going to lightly lift, very light. A little bit of lifting, a little bit of lifting. We're trying to just bend the aluminum back without creasing it. So you go nice and smooth. You see this side's already now straight. This side's not. So now we're going to do that again. Very carefully. A little bit of tension, nothing crazy. A little bit of tension, nothing crazy. And voila. Got yourself a rescreened Anderson screen. Beautiful, pretty, and you don't have to buy a new screen. Thanks for watching. We'll come up with some more videos later. Fawcett Construction out.